Shadow 979. Get some sleep sometime, man. You gotta get some sleep sometime, baby. Peace and blessings to you. Yeah, I realized that there was a miscalculation, error on my part, far as my schedule, far as my work schedule and stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Joseph Brown. Look at Joseph Brown say, "Salute, fam." He's on that quick train today. He on that express today. He like, oh shoot, Eagles Webs is in the house right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I made a miscalculation about going to like my job today. I made a miscalculation. What I did is I figured, because I usually work, my heaviest times of work is actually um, the worst time for most people, and that's like the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Um, so what I did is I looked at my schedule. I looked at the dates on the schedule the wrong way. So I had to actually go in. I got to actually go in earlier today. So I may um, I may come on late. I might try to come back and do something late. But I just wanted to put this out there, because I know people will look at it. Yeah. If you guys went back over the video, the live stream, and you see all those, you see all those people that actually looked at it. It should only been like about, at the most, it should have been 20 people. I mean, that's a maximum. It shouldn't have been. Shouldn't have hardly been anybody looked at that. You know, 15 to 20, something like that. 15 to 20 would have been respectable on that. Yeah. 15 to 20 would have been respectable, but there's a lot of people. I told you so. Yeah, they starting to mob Eagles way up, even with my little baby channel. Cause we still in infant stage. It's just mostly me and my founders be here, right? Yeah. Let me go here. Let me see. Yeah. Look, look who got in here. Look who got in here, fam. It's that Gil. Gil Cole's in the house. Salute Gil Coles. Yeah. So you got people, man. They just starting to just fighters coming out of the woodwork, man. And that's bad, when you got fighters just coming from nowhere now. Just fighters that ain't even fighting no more. That you got to hear about them so much. They trying to put their name in our mouth. It's like, no, no, no. Let us do it. We got to do it. Okay, you left the legacy. He said yellow and gray crayons. No, not yellow and gray, man. Stop messing. Don't come in here messing my chat up, man. It's not yellow and gray, man. Everybody know what I'm talking about, man. No. You got all the colors in the rainbow in one. If you're talking about colors, you got all the colors in the rainbow in one box. All the colors. You don't even have to mix them because you got all the colors in one box. In one box, you just got black and white. So which ones can you paint the most colorful pictures with? Now, that's as simple as I can put it. Gil Coles. I can't make it no simpler than that. If you mess that up, you just an F student. That's it. You're an F student. If you mess that one up, you just an F student, and I don't know if anybody can raise you up. I don't know if you can be raised up, man. Yeah, you can't be raised up. If you can't get that part, if I break it down like that, you can't get it. Then that's it. You're done, man. You got to do something. You know what I mean? You gotta reboot, get that mind going. So let me get back to my thought on one thing though, because we have it Griffin, Griffin out there, he's running his face, and he's talking about he was rushed. He said he was rushed back into the fight with Roy Jones. You know, I'm like, why are you in the news, man? Montel Griffin. I mean, why are you in the news, homie? Why are you putting yourself out there to even get yourself back in the, get back in the news? You shouldn't be in the news, man. Nobody knew about you. You was being nice and quiet. Nobody really knew about you. And now you're trying to get yourself back up in the news. And anybody who knows or whoever even seen the fight, they see what happened the first fight. You pretended like you was knocked out, and you stole yourself a championship. That's point blank. That's what you did. So you stole a championship. Man, I'm not trying to play on Gil Coles. I'm not playing on your intelligence, but I'm saying when I broke it down right now you should have it, right? You got it now, right? Everybody else got it. So, yeah. So he wasn't even a thought. What does anybody out there? Was you guys ever thinking about him like, oh, he's a great fighter? No, I mean, come on now, light heavyweight. Who was thinking about him? He took that knee. Does that sound familiar? Took a knee, then come on now, you don't just fall over on your face or whatever. Or actually he got hit. He was down a little bit, and then he took a hit. I mean, in the heat of the moment, you just throwing punches, right? A lot of times when you get that tunnel vision, you don't see what's going on. So you get that tunnel vision, you just throwing punches. And that's what happened to him. He, tunnel vision, Roy Jones just started bombing on him. That was it. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes it's dirty. And you can tell when it's dirty. And then sometimes it's just something that just happened. But yeah, stop getting in the news. All these fighters, they got to pull, just got to pull the pair up. And, well, that's going to keep happening. You know what I mean? It's not just with him, but it's going to happen with, like, a lot of fighters. That type of, you're going to get that kind of news from them. From time to time, you get all kinds of news. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm reading that, just like what we talked about the other day, I'm reading that Laura might be back in there. J-Rock and Laura, oh man, that's gonna be a smasher right there. Yeah, if those two go at it, that's gonna really be nice. Think about it, man. Good fights in the back-to-back, just a bunch of fights in a row. Good fights. Of course, the E-Snake and actually the E-Snake's father, or his uncle Bob. Uncle Bob is talking about, that he's saying that the Wilder Tyson Fury fight is still in the works. So we're gonna see about that. We're gonna see what's going on, if it's true or not, because he says it works for February, and he don't have nothing to, probably don't have nothing to do with that, with the step aside that Wilder's talking about. This shameful, man. This shameful, because we already know about Bob anyway. We know what he's gonna do. He's gonna milk every little thing, try to get that money. But all this stuff is about to blow up, man. Everything's starting to backfire. Because we talk about like the little pink dwarf with the sausage arms. You know what I mean? When we talk about him, he's not making it happen. You know what I mean? He already exposed himself. He gonna just take his lion costume off right in front of everybody. Oh, I'm not a lion. Look underneath him. I'm just a sheep. He gonna just take his costume off and try to move down. No, man, fight who you supposed to fight. Joseph Brown, that's a better fight than Hurd versus J-Rock. The Laura fight. Yep. And Shadow 979, yep. He said Laura ain't no spring chicken. Don't think he's got too much left in the tank. to trouble the big dogs. Don't be deceived, man. Don't be deceived. Do not be deceived. Name more than, matter of fact, name 3 wars that Lord was in. Like wars, where he just took all kinds of damage and stuff. Because everybody got to know, that's a back foot fighter, man. But he's starting to learn, and he's starting to rely on his front foot skills now. See? There's a difference. I'm already a professional. I'm already great on the back foot. But I got a good front foot. I can fight coming forward if I need to. And I can get out the way. It's just those skills are now that, I mean, he's had some controversial losses. So that skill set is it's kicking in. And I'm not going to say spring and nothing like that, spring chicken and stuff like that. And because what we got to look at a lot of times, we can't be looking at like these youngsters like they going to get it done. Like I said, man, you putting that, you got that meal, you got that on the front burner now. You know what I mean? Remember I told you guys, don't put those meals on the front burner, man. Keep them on the back and medium low, man. Don't put them on the front. Because you put them on the front, they're going to end up being a front. And then you're going to be upset with them. You're going to be like, man, you're going to be talking about it too long, see? When we talk about these, we should talk about them out at the most a few days, maybe a week, if it's real great. Sometimes longer if it's like excellent. If it's just like excellent where it couldn't have been better, then we're going to talk about it. It's going to be in our mouth. But other than that, I mean, it's just like for most fights, they're not worth talking about more than a day or whatever. You just say, oh, yeah, he won. It was close. Something like that. I mean, come on. When you talk like that about a fight, how excited was you about that fight if that's the way you're talking about that fight? Oh, he won. It was all right. It was all right. The fight was okay. Yeah, but when you get all excited and you got to stand up and do hand gestures and everything else, it's a good fight. When you yelling and screaming, when you pushing people, that's a good fight. When you putting people in headlocks and stuff like that or rub somebody, when you shaking your head and you going, boy, what? Then that's a good fight. But most of these fights, they just not like that, or the competition it's not like that. Cause that little pink dwarf with the sausage arm, he fighting at a leprechaun. Come on now, who you think gonna win? I mean, there's a chance, but leprechaun don't have no kind of spells or nothing like that. They only good for a pot of gold, right? That's all he was there for, his little pot of gold. That's it. He was there for his pot of gold. Talking about Luke Campbell, he wasn't there for nothing else. He was there for his pot of gold, and he didn't have no magic. I mean, he put a little bit on the little dwarf, but not enough. But these fighters coming back, like just coming out of nowhere, it's like just coming out of the woodwork. Like your career is already over with. Stop talking about that could, would, should. See, that's what keep you from being humble. Like I was telling you guys before, all that shit. I came back to earth. No, you're a fighter. There's no such thing. If you really think about it, what fighters are, they're actually the only athletes that's supposed to be in shape all the time. Football players have an off season. Baseball players have an off season. Basketball players have an off season. Soccer players have an off season. No, shoot. Even skaters have an off season. Swimmers have an off season. How many more sports did they have off season? Fighters are the only ones. Fighters are the only ones that don't have that off season, or shouldn't have that off season. But they put it in. Like, see what I'm saying? How they do is they set that and they made it to where they got us thinking like that. They got us thinking like them. Like, oh yeah, he got to take some time off, huh? Really, you co-signing for somebody to take time off? Why you co-signing for? No, I'm not like that. I'm like, get your ass back to work. You get a couple of weeks off, man. Why they get such a long vacation? Especially if you just had a 2-round fight. What you doing? Why you need a big long vacation? You just had a 2-round fight. How hard you guys work? You guys work hard, or your boss be like, you was here for a couple of minutes. Oh, go on, take some time off. Take a month off. If you're taking a month off and you just got to work, you know what time it is. That means your dumb ass is fired. That means you go get something else to do. And then we go in. Yeah. He said, "You right. As far as Laura is concerned, this is Solid 979. He said, you right. So he take too much punishment in his boxing career. Then Gil Coles, he want to know. I guess that's my thoughts, right? Haney versus Tank. It'll be a good fight. It'll be a competitive fight, and until the point where Tank actually can time him. Once he gets his rhythm down. If Haney if Haney don't have any other change ups, if he have a good change up game, then he could actually win as long as he stay on the outside and out of trouble. But if Tank finds something, because Tank could get frustrated, and hopefully, but Haney's kind of young, so both of them young. But if Tank gets frustrated and set some good traps for him, he can catch him that way. We never really seen Haney getting dropped or nothing like that, so it'll be a good fight though. I'd like to see it. Show me. Let's see it. That's it. That's my whole thing right there. Let's see it. So when it comes to fighting and stuff, I just want to be like this. Like, let's see it. Let's see it. They say, you're over there talking. Let's see it. That's all I wanted. Okay, here you go. You clearly see that these promoters don't want Wilder getting undisputed. They trying to block it at any cost. Wilder doesn't own. I guess you mean yeah. So Fury, shit, Fury ain't his man though. Fuck out of here, Bob. That's right. I got that same sentiment with you, Jay Brown. Joseph Brown say F out of here to Bob. Yeah, F out of here, Bob. Yeah, go grab your walker and shut your ass up. Sit your ass down somewhere, And that's true though. People, we just getting tired of him, man, with the constant BS, like constantly getting it. I see you, Miss Boxing. Salute to you, dear. Yeah. Don't y'all sleep on Miss Boxing, man. She cute, but she put them words out just like y'all, man. She part of the fam. She part of the Web fam, man. She put it out there. Nah, she ain't nice either. Nah, we ain't nice no more. Because in Eagles Web, we not nice. This ain't the nice chat. I tell people when you come in here, this ain't the nice chat. This is not the nice chat. You come in here, then something's gonna happen. There's gonna be. Hey, we bring that Joe Frazier. Yep. Yeah, we bring that Joe Frazier. Or that Joe Fraze. If you don't want that Joe Fraze, if you can't handle that Joe Fraze, then step back, because it's gonna be haze. That Joe, he said that Joe Frazier make you hazy. Yeah, so we don't use smoke in here no more. We don't talk about smoke no more. Yeah, we don't talk about smoke. We talk about we call it the Frazier now. We call it the Joe Frazier, yeah, or the Joe Fraze. That's our smoke, because everybody taking all that smoke. They take it out of. They trying to own up the smoke. Yeah, I told them no. Jack Johnson was the first smoke. That was the first smoke, and then it graduated when it got to Joe Frazier, went up to smoke in. So not just regular smoke. So Joe Frazier bought that smoking, and yeah, which we talked about it. But back to that. I think that'll be a good fight though. It'll be a good fight. Just take because he needs more testing. And somebody was saying that he never was really tested. I think Pedraza really tested him. He tested his boxing IQ for sure, because they was preparing for the fight to be one way, and Pedraza just came right at him. He just started throwing punches, and he was putting hands on Tank. But then Tank was able to absorb him. If you see Tank was marked up. People act like he never get hit. He was red on one side of his face. But then after a while, he started bringing that Frazier. And once he started bringing that Frazier, then Pedraza just couldn't take it no more. He's like, no, I'm out of here. He just sunk down. Man, that was a nice punch too, though. That was a nice punch. He just melted. He just melted in the corner. And then that was it. Ref said, no, you done, son. Yeah, you done. That's it. That's it for you right now, though. Yeah, and then back to this, and then back to these fighters, though. These fighters just coming from nowhere. Like I said, Montel Griffin, ain't nobody thinking about you, man. Stop coming back making up excuses that because you was gonna do better against Roy Jones than you did. Because Roy Jones put you out quick. I mean, with a hook, a long hook at that. He put you out with the fastness, man. And so it wouldn't have mattered when you came back. You would, no matter how much you trained. He was already determined. You was gonna have to kill him. That was going to be one fight that you was gonna have to beat him down, all the way down to the ground in order to get to hold on to that strap. Because it was a fraudulent strap in the first place. And I only want to hear people bringing stuff like that up. I don't even want to hear him bringing stuff like that up. And like now, but it's a good point though, because right now we do got fraudulent strap holders right now. We got some fraudulent strap holders. Oh, we got one that's holding this invisible strap. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it long, so don't get mad. I'm only bringing it up, and then gonna try to come up with some kind of Mayan belt or something. And somebody's right, because I think they may try to come up with something to make it lineal. But like I explained about that whole lineal thing, that lineal means that you go back into a line. So you go back into a line of kings. Everybody knows, like, okay, yeah, I'm starting to spit. I'm the spitting host, when I start talking real fast. So you got to tune your ears in. You got to fine tune your ears, because sometimes when I be dropping something, then I'll pause, boom. And then I'll drop something big. But all that undertone, all the stuff that I said that seemed real small, that's the stuff that's the most important. So just tune your ears in. And yes, you're going to have to get a replay, because sometimes my tongue is fast, but it's not deceptive. Right? So I think they're going to come up with some kind of lineal or something. Just like somebody brought that up, which I thought was a good point. You're going to bring it up. That it might be a lineal belt. Yeah, it just may be a lineal belt that comes up. Because you notice they're coming up with all kinds of belts lately. Right? And that one started, it started with Floyd. It started with Floyd, and then you never heard anything about that belt. At least I never seen the belt. I heard them talking about it. That special belt they made, and I never even seen it. I'm like, has anybody ever witnessed? Have anybody even witnessed that belt? I never even seen the belt. Matter of fact, I don't even know what the franchise belt looked like. I haven't even been interested enough to look for it. But if they I'm done if they come up with some damn franchise belt. Get up out of here with that franchise crap. Because you got to look at that lineal. Like I said, when you look at that line goes back to kings, kings of the ring. It goes back to the kings. And now it ends up with a jester claiming it. Now, if a jester claim it, then it can't be a lineal. If you lineal now, it's not an important belt no more. If you are lineal, it's not important. Because now from the line of kings, now it's a jester. So anybody that follows after him, they have to be a jester. You know what I mean? Because Sir Sniff-a-Lot, old Sniffy Sniff, the Coke King, Crack Puff Puff, the Crack Puffer. You see what I mean? If he's the lineal, if he's gonna be the new standard, then the new standard is from the lineal from here on out is nothing but jesters. Somebody got something else on it, because they nothing but jesters now. That's it. Sorry. If somebody get mad, there goes my first thumbs down. That's all. I got them yesterday. But that was, they didn't chop my video up yesterday though. My live, they didn't really chop it up. If they did, they might have got a minute or so. But not like the day before. Oh man, they chopped off like over 30 minutes of my video. Well, it had to come down anyway, like I told you guys. It had to come down. It was just way too spiritual at the end, and just had way too much stuff on there. But he would, and everybody got a lot out of it though. Especially Mike Hennigan. He was like, yeah. He said, I told my wife to watch it and stuff, so that everybody got that good information out of it. But it is what it is. Two in a row, and I'm gonna try to come on tonight, and hopefully you guys don't get me tonight. Hopefully I'll be able to have a nice show to where we'll be able to keep all the information up. so I don't have to keep taking everything down. I said, dang, I gotta take down another one. Yep. Oh, I was just speaking about. Look at him. I, I was just speaking about him, folks, and there he is, Mike Hennigan, right there. I'm surprised probably maybe Christopher sleeps or something, because we all pray for him, because Christopher on the road, so everybody give you praise out to him that he makes it where he needs to get, safely and everything. Mike Mike said salute to the scientists of knowledge, Eagles Web. Yeah. Well, yeah, the scientist, yeah. I get you. I'm not a mad scientist though. All right. I see y'all there. Nassim, we see you. Yeah. So this is early. And let me explain why I had to come. I had to come on because I read my schedule. I read the dates on my schedule, my working schedule. I read the dates on there wrong, and so my locations, because I travel when I work, and I have to go to this. I have to go to a different town, and it takes me a little. It takes me a little while to get there, and also my schedule. I have a longer schedule. I like when I work a shorter schedule, because I like to have as much free time as I want or as I need. You know what I mean? Well, who don't want that though? You know what I mean? I want to live the dream. Nassim is the dream. I want to live like him. But yeah. But those videos had to be taken down because it was just too much. Mike said he said it was an explosion. It was just too much heat, too much power. So yeah, it was just too much heat and too much power at the time. So, and YouTube wasn't ready for it, and they took hammers to it right away. Because when I went back, I tried to get I tried to look from a different profile to go back and look at it. And when I looked at it, they had already like chopped it up. They took baseball bats to that video, that live stream. They just took baseball bats to it. And then when I was I said, I was wondering if I could even edit it or even try to keep it or something like that. And then it had a black screen and everything. I was like, wow. And they didn't do anything. They didn't label it or nothing like that. They just beat it up. I'll see you out there, Ron. Salute to you, home. Yeah. So they put a beating on it, and Mike, no, we had to take that down. Everybody was already before we wasn't even done yet. I mean, we was like, what? How much time did we have left? I was like 45 minutes left only, because it went like, I don't even know how long it went. Everybody said it went 4 hours or something like that or close. But yeah, I had to go back. And when I went back, yeah, they had chopped that thing way down. It was down to 2 minutes and a few seconds. I'm like, no, I said we was on way longer than that. And so, but somebody was in there like while we was going live, they was like, man, you gonna have to take this one down. They was all, everybody was like, yeah. And so they were shaking their head like, no, it has to come down. Yeah, but because sometimes, I mean, what happens is we'll talk boxing. I get my boxing stuff out real quick, because I got that fast tongue. But you gotta listen, real fast tongue. So you got to catch that information. Like I said, I got a fast tongue, but it's not a forked tongue. It's not a deceptive tongue, but it's just fast. No matter what language I speak, it's going to be fast. If I speak my native tongue, it's going to be fast. If I speak English, it's going to be fast. And I don't speak English that good, but I speak English good enough to keep you guys alert a little bit. But sometimes don't get soothed, though. Don't let my voice soothe you and you start like drowsing off, like relaxing and stuff, trying to because after we speak on the boxing, then boom, we go straight into the and we go spiritual. We go spiritual, and we get that knowledge out there. Because now I'm known as the scientist. I'm known as the scientist of knowledge now. Yeah, I said I'm known. Yeah, what he say? Okay, he said, brother, they couldn't handle that video. Shit, I couldn't handle that video. Is that why you had to put that share out? Mike said I couldn't even handle that video. He said, man, I had to put a share out on that. I had to share that one, man, so some of the knowledge can go somewhere else. Yeah, that's funny though. Yeah, but these, like I said, my people out there, family, don't put these fighters, don't put them too high though. Put them on that medium low, and just understand that, they gonna have a disappointment. And so, don't be in the same house with them. Don't be in the same house with them. Just know what house they live in. You know what I mean? So don't be in the same house with them. Just know where they live at. Like, okay, that's where they live. That's it. Don't be in the same house with them, because then then you end up too attached. You end up too emotional, and then you end up too defensive, and a lot of times your arguments is not going to be on point. Your arguments is going to be kind of biased. I mean, you can come out and say, hey, you can come out and say that you're biased. That's different. You can do, well. That's a lot different than just having an argument and saying that you biased. Ronald Finkley. No, I'm not living on the reservation, man. I probably wouldn't be doing this, man. My reservation is not very wealthy. They're small. It's not very wealthy, man. They try to kill every last one of my people. They try to take every last one of us out. All of us. All of them must go. But that battle of Little Bighorn, we got 388 of them. They got 7 people out of my family, and they got 15 people out of other Native families. So that's all. That's about what we lost. I mean, we had some wounded though. Yeah, we had some wounded, but we put hands. My great grandpa, he put hands. 2 moons. Yeah, he put hands. He put hands and feet on them. So yeah, but no, I'm not there. Yeah. Okay, back to that thought though. So just put them back there on medium. Just put them on medium low. Don't even put them on medium high, nothing like that. And then so that way you can look at stuff more objectively. You know what I mean? You can look at stuff more objectively, and you're gonna get a more fair assessment. And then you're gonna be able to get an attitude towards the person that you like the fighter that you like. You're gonna be able to have an attitude towards them a little bit, like, hey man, just like I told everybody. I know a lot of people get mad at me. I mean, but don't give me thumbs down just because my opine is different. Don't just throw me thumbs down, because like I said, we wouldn't be in this position right now. Now, the only position we would be in right now is if with Joshua, the Armored Joy. That's the only position we would have to be thinking about right now. But the Tyson Fury, we wouldn't have to be like that. Like I said, if our champ would have been cool, calm, and collective, then we wouldn't be having these discussions. Because at that last point where I got over a minute, I can take you out. You've been down. You was already asleep. Now I can't just go out there and waste the little bit of energy I got left. I got to pinpoint every shot and make it count, and I got to hit you hard as possible. I got to block your stuff. And plus, I'm not going to be right in front of you. I'm going to be on the side of you. You see what I mean? If you see what Laura did, he did it perfect. I'm hitting you where you can't return fire. And then when you can't return fire, like when I got you hazy from that Frazee, then I'm stepping right in front of you. You know what I mean? Ron Finkley said, night, night. That's it. You want to watch him go night, night? Yeah, night, night. That's it. Okay, Ron Finkley up there. Let me go up to the top. So, okay, right, because Ron is blowing up my chat now. He said, oh, okay, and then Not Seem to Dream said salute to Miss Box. Miss Boxer said salute to Not Seem to Dream. Then Ronald Finkley said, that's what's up. Miss Boxing back in there. Ron Finkley, salute to you, and good morning to you, Miss Boxing, coming from Ron Finkley. Then Gil Cole says, at Not Seem to Dream, salute. And then I finished up with the Ron Finkley quote of night, night. So in Eagles Way of Boxing, we don't use smoke. We got a couple of good quotes. We finally came up with it because we named it after Joe Frazier, because Joe Frazier was named as Smoking, even though Jack Johnson was the first smoke. Then Joe Frazier was the second smoke. And so we went from the smoke to smoking. And so now we use that. We don't use smoking here. We just say, we call it Frazee. And he said, well, if you don't want to get hazy, then don't mess with that Frazee. So Frazee, which is the smoke, it gets you hazy. I kind of like that one though. Crazy will get you hazy. Yeah. So that's our way of saying smoke. But then again, like I drop them in here a lot of times, so we get a lot of them in here. So we drop a lot. So you guys be like, what are they talking about? Yeah, we we drop a lot of different ones up in here. Yeah. Like don't get oh yeah that phrase will get you hazy and you'll end up getting the life decisions beat out of you. Because that's why I was telling everybody about Mikey. I said, no, I said, Earl didn't knock him out. I said, he just beat the life decisions out of him. You see, he can't make up his mind what he want to do. He don't know, he don't even want to come back. He don't know what he want to do. That's because Earl put a lot on him. Earl beat the life decisions out of that boy. Yep. Night. Oh, okay. So Ron Finkley says, he said they was talking about Fury's lineal title this morning. He says top prank. Yeah, it is a top prank. That's good too. That's another good one right there. See, people that come in here, they think quick. Oh, there y'all go again, man. You guys, this ain't the moment right now. You guys don't forget nothing, man. What you guys do? Take notes when I come on? Y'all always taking notes. Look, he said, we need that tea, Eagles Web. He said, Mike Hennigan said, you can see through walls after he's drinking. There y'all go, man. Yeah. Y'all something else, man. Y'all don't never forget, man. Eagles Web can't say nothing, man. Asante Eagle Face. Asante Eagle Face, man, is in here, but y'all, I don't know what y'all put it by. What you guys do? Okay, I'm gonna put this down. Put that note. You guys put the note down and you put it over by the computer or something, or put it somewhere where you can just go grab it. So I can go grab this now. Yeah, we got that information, so we can go grab that. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put that out though. Cause most of y'all, you guys in the Midwest, right? So we should be able to get you something over there. I don't know. I might just stick with me. Cause we got stuff coming up. I'm over 70 now. You know, everybody know I started. This is only like 1 month. I'm over 70 right now. But once we get to 100, like I said, I'm gonna drop that gift. I'm gonna drop that gift for somebody. So somebody gonna get a gift, a native gift, and depending on who it is, then they might get that surprise tea too. That surprise tea. They're like, oh yeah, Midwest, East Coast. So, yeah. So you guys, everybody's in like that corner, like either like South, like Florida, Georgia, Texas, and then going up to Illinois, and then then back over towards the East Coast. You guys got that little triangle like that. That's where a lot of people are. Then we got another triangle from Texas over to the west. I don't know nobody up like northwest. I don't have nobody up there. I got people up there, but I don't have no. I don't see nobody from LDBC up there. But yeah, but I'm gonna make it out there because I got family out there too. I got family all over. So once I build, man, and I can take more time off, then because I'm gonna travel. Then I go do my my native stuff, and yeah, we talk boxing too. And then I invite you guys out. You guys come stay at the family out like that, You guys come stay with us. Yeah. Okay, let me get back. Let me finish, okay? Because that Nassim, man, he crying though, but they remember though. And I'm surprised because Nassim, you haven't really been coming in, but then all of a sudden you started coming back in. Once I saw you in that chat, okay, Mike Hennigan, he said, Fazy will get you hazy. Yeah, that Frazy. Yeah, Frazy get you hazy. He said, and that will get the life decision beat out of you. Then who neck? Okay. He putting up Eagles Web's quotes. He's putting up our language. That's the language that we use in here. I see you up in there, Sir Flame. Yeah, that's our language that we use up here in the Eagles Web. Yeah, everybody's becoming accustomed. That's all right, Mike. At least you keeping a straight face today, because the Mike be crying. Mike could he'll put 100 crying faces across there. Yeah, and then Ronald Finkley back in there saying, I feel Errol Spence should have not led up on Garcia. You're only as good as your last fight. Sean might lose by 10 rounds though. Okay. I don't. I think it wasn't the strategic move there. Ronald was not to just. It wasn't really to knock him out, even though there was points where he said, I'm gonna try to, put some hard hands on him, and get him out of there. But that was, believe me, he's hurt. We didn't. If you don't if you got to understand when you're sitting there being a punching bag, you're hurt. If you watch the people that Earl fight like that, he retired one of his best friends, Lamont Peterson, from putting that kind of punishment on him. Believe me, Mikey's not. He might have soaked all that up and show like, oh yeah, I took it, But that's just that fake machismo stuff, man. That stuff for down the line, man. In the long run, that stuff, man, you're hurt. You know what I mean? You are hurt. He's hurt. He beat the life decisions out of that boy, man. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, you said okay. Miss Boxing in there. Let me read. I got to read hers because she's gonna be hard on somebody. She said, "How can you retire 3 times and still come back to lineal?" He said, "When Mayweather retired the first time, didn't he lose the lineal? Lennox Lewis was the last and true heavyweight champion." All right. She got a great point there. See? Yep, she got a great point. Like I said, she ain't gonna come all easy when she come in this chat. She ain't gonna come all easy and soft like, yeah, well, she don't play that. She don't play that. That's why I can respect her when she comes into the chat. Because when she come into the chat, she's not gonna just be like all quiet like a lot of the ladies will be like extra quiet, and they'll just be real, kind of nice too. But no, she put it out there too, and that's what we want. We need honest opinions, like I said. Wilder, that's my point that I missed. Yeah, so I didn't miss it, but I'm just going back over it just a little bit, just quick. That we wouldn't be in this trouble if Wilder would went ahead and got done what he had to get done. You know what I mean? Whoop that ass, and then make the family proud. That's good. You say who got the answer to the quiz? Eagles Web. No, nobody. I salute you again, Sir Flame off in the hats. Yep. Nah, nobody answered the questions. You guys got 3. You guys had 3 questions, man. I made it so you can at least get almost a C. The test only got 3 questions, but you can almost get a C on it. Or you should at least get, well, you can't get a C, but you can almost get a C on it at least. No, nobody hit me with the answers yet. Yeah, that's right. The person who gives me the answers is going to step forward into a higher level of spirituality if they can answer those questions. But that's what that test is. That's a spirituality test, a real one, not no Christian shit, and not no not no Catholicism, none of the BS, none of the top religion has nothing to do with them, because they're not the truth, because the truth don't come to you that way. Man doesn't read the truth. And a lot of people don't understand that, because the truth comes to you. You don't read no truth, because it was supposed to be passed down verbally. And once they found out that's what certain oppressors, once they found out that that's what was happening, that was one of the big reasons to separate you. It's because you was orally telling the truth. You was just like, you were, spitting that knowledge, from the past until, onto all the generations, because that's the way it's even written about it like that you were supposed to pass it on from generation to generation. But now we try to write it and stuff like that. No, you can't. You can't take a colorful language and turn it black and white. It doesn't work that way, because you lose all the flavor out of it. All the salt, all the salt's gone. The savor's gone. You lose all the savor from it. You take something colorful and then you change it. You say that's not the same. It's like taking a picture. You got 3D fruits and stuff like that. Like, I'm not talking about a basket. I'm just talking about all kinds of cut fruits. Just say like a huge table. It's like a 200-foot table with nothing but all this piled up with all kinds of fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. And now you take a picture of it in black and white. You don't see the same thing. Matter of fact, you don't even imagine the smells of it. You see what I mean? It's like, so when you take that language, you don't even imagine the smell of the language anymore, because the language even brings out a smell. It brings out all the senses, because like I said, when you speak with a real tongue, you use expressions and you use your hands also. So you use touch, you use sound, you use vibration, you use a lot of things when you speak a real language. But when you don't, when you try to interpret and you try to change that language, then it just changes. It doesn't, it's just flat. It's just flat. So all these different Latin languages are just real flat. When we try to be expressive with them, you can't be expressive with them. But then if you notice, there's certain cultures, even if they don't know who they are, that they even try to make this language more colorful. And I'm not talking about with the big words, the big adjectives. No, with small words that we even stuff like smoke. See, that we try to make this language more colorful. So we're trying to paint color back into a language that never had color. Oh, that was a bomb. Dropped a little bit more knowledge on them. Bam, bam. I don't know if they can handle that much. And that was just a little bit. Like I said, that's not even a scratch right there. But we're going to keep this on this one level. I know a lot of people want to get out of here probably to go over to, I think you guys support Trill. So I go in there. I mean, even though, I mean, they never say, I never get saluted. I get in there too late, I guess. But I put up words every once in a while. Sometimes, I mean, I'll go through and I leave super chats in there, and then I can get my shout out. But they miss me a lot in there. But because I'm not strapped up in blue like you guys are. Yeah. As a matter of fact, yeah, I'm kind of. Let me see something here. There's a couple of people in here that need to have their stuff on right now, and I'll get you guys some later on. Like I said, we're at 71. As I came in today, we're at 71. Once we hit that 100, man, somebody got something coming. Once we hit that honey hun, man, so always when you come in, when Eagles Web is on, first thing you do, man, you come in there, smash that like button, and subscribe, so you get that notification. If you like anything that I do, then hit that. You hit that like button, hit that bell. That bell will have those two brackets around, and that way you know I'm doing a live, or I got a show, or I got a video up, and then just come check it out. I would ask that since a lot of the heavy stuff was taken down, like my powerful stuff was taken down, and I think yesterday I got a Don Dada. I guess he didn't. I don't know if he was in, but he went back over the video, and he said that was explosive. Basically, he said that was fire right there. So he liked the last the live from yesterday. So if you guys get a chance, check out that live from yesterday, and hopefully I'm gonna come back today, later on tonight, because it's Friday. I think most of you be off, but I gotta travel again. But don't worry, I'm gonna catch up with the rest and everything else, man. But I have to, because there's certain things I gotta get out besides boxing. There's a lot of stuff I gotta get out too, though. I gotta drop these little gems every once in a while too. So, yeah. Okay, let me get what Jay Brown said. Jay Brown said Fury was never was a champion because he popped dirty. Yeah, the Vlad fight should have been ruled a no contest, and Vlad wasn't undisputed. You have to be undisputed in order to claim lineal. Yeah, he did that lineal status fraud shit. Yeah. He damn sure didn't have one of the belts, that's for sure. Because we know who had the belt. Well, who's this? Stavern had the belt by then, right? Yeah. Yeah, they full of it though, man. Okay, you guys saluting each other out. Then Sir Flame, he was trying to box and punish Mikey. There you go. He just put, like I said, man, he beat the life decisions out of that boy, man. Getting the life decisions beat out of you is worse than a knockout, man. When somebody beats your life decisions out, are you kidding me? Yeah, Sir Flame, he said, jab that like button. Or you could be neck. Yeah, you could be neck, man. Don't end up being neck. Sir Flame said, oh, yeah. Eagles Web dropping gems. Yeah. Yeah, you got to pick them up, man. They real gems, man. They not no bullshit gems like people, like some of these chat you go in and somebody act like they didn't drop some kind of knowledge. You're not dropping knowledge because first of all, you can't, knowledge don't come from man like that. So what are you dropping? You just dropping a little bit of information. You dropping foolish information. All this, even what we talk about here, is real foolish. But I mean, but we're caught up in this thing where we love boxing because a lot of us are warriors. You know, we was warriors in the past, so this is just one side of what we like. So we like it, and some of us just like it for the entertainment. But like I said, a lot of us is, you know, we've been in this, so and we still stuck with it. Eventually, we let it go, but you know, and something may happen in the next year or two that just makes us all just drop it. Like, you know what? I'm done with boxing. Because nobody in here can tell me that they just stuck with boxing the whole time. Because at some point, boxing got dry, and it's just like, no, forget this. And then they reeled us in with MTM. They reeled us in again, and had everybody dreaming like, oh, money, and all that. And that wasn't what it was about. It was about prize, but it wasn't about, you know, trying to get extra super filthy rich for you know, blocking punches and you know, and throwing 10 punches around. It, you know, that's not, think about it. You throw 120 punches in a fight and you get over $100 million, and everybody's like, yeah, he's good. Huh? Talking about the wool pulled over your eyes. God dang, they pulled more than wool over your eyes, man. You was hog-tied and everything else. You was in the back of a truck, hog-tied, blindfolded, everything. You did, man. And then on top of that, they hit you with some kind of numbing, like a body Novocaine or something like that, and you was numb and oblivious to the whole thing. And now look, people still looking back at it like it was cool. I'm like, man, how in the hell was that cool? Okay, Mike Hennigan said, appreciate that, Eagles Web. So we're going to hit that hundo real soon, family. Yeah. We trying to. Family don't, he said, family don't order that tea from Eagles Web. I drink that tea and see my grandmother at the mall. He said, no joke. And then he crying. And then I seen, there you guys be on it no matter what time of day, huh? I appreciate it though, man. I appreciate everybody that came through today. You guys going over the trail. I don't want to be, I don't want to hold their time up. I don't know what they're talking about. But I want to be respectful because this was actually supposed to be real short. But we already know that when Eagles Web does something short, it ends up being 4 hours. But I'm going to get one of these short videos done one of these days, man. But right now, like I say, my shout out to the LDBC and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Until another one, peace.